This morning, we're taking a closer look at enrollment numbers at universities here in Arkansas.
Now, enrollment is surprisingly going up for some of our higher education options. And Wake Up Central's Michaela Johnson joins us now with more on how a local university is responding. Michaela, good morning.
Good morning, Hayden and Karen. UA Little Rock took a closer look at their enrollment numbers recently and were happily surprised. After more than a decade of decline, the university seems to be turning things around. But as I learned, it's taken years to move that line over the hump.
It's been kind of a steady decline over the last 13 years.
The last fall semester, UA Little Rock saw an increase to their student full-time equivalents was back in 2010.
We went from 13,000 to below 8,000 students. It's been going the wrong way for so long.
But things are finally looking up.
We saw an increase for the first time in our full-time enrollment.
UA Little Rock's data shows a 1.2% increase in full-time students this fall.
Can't say that we didn't hope for more. Of course, we wanted more. We wanted to grow even more. But to know that all of your hard work is finally starting to pay off, and you can see it in the data, the concrete data that we know is accurate, it feels really good.
Last year was the turning point in their decade-plus decline. Jonathan Coleman, Assistant Vice Chancellor for Enrollment Management, says they saw first-time freshman enrollment grow 29%, and they knew they needed to build on that.
So now we have to beat that.
Coleman chalks up UA Little Rock's growth to capitalizing on affordability.
We've put ourselves in a position where we're one of the most affordable four-year schools in the state.
Coleman says this is crucial as now, more than ever, students are looking at the dollar amount.
Affordability is now the number one factor when students are choosing their school.
The school's success is mirrored at other universities across the natural state, too. A-State, Ouachita, and Southern Arkansas have seen impressive upticks. But as UA Little Rock settles with their new enrollment high, Coleman says they're already looking ahead.
We know our transfer population is always going to be our bread and butter. We have a lot of really good things for freshmen, but we have some really great things in the works for our transfer population as well.
Now, something interesting Coleman mentioned is affordability is now the #1 consideration for students when they choose their school. Now, that's changed from field of study, which is always ranked first. And he says he saw it before the pandemic, but that the pandemic surely sped up that switch. Karen, Hayden?
You're so right. As a parent too, I know, you want your kids to study what they are interested in, but costs of college have skyrocketed over the years so much. Yes, great perspective, Michaela, thank you.